Welcome, fishy fans. Today we're going to explore an add-on for Fishbowl that'll allow you to have virtual document management. So what I'm talking about is the Dropbox plugin for Fishbowl. So we're going to go here, and it's a simple setup. Once you've activated the license, you'll just go out to Dropbox and get a key, okay? And as soon as that happens, all of these become available to you to store documents. So when I go and look at my Bill of Materials module, I now have a Dropbox tab tied to a specific bill of material that I can both retrieve, and I can store stuff there, and I can retrieve from inside Fishbowl. In these COVID times, it's really great to be able to have documentation stored in the Fishbowl file so that for those working from their homes can have documents just like those who are working from the warehouse. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to store a document. So I'm going to go to the Dropbox tab here, and I'm going to grab something from my desktop, and it is now uploaded to Dropbox, and it is attached to this bill of materials. So that's how I would find it in Dropbox if I went directly to the web and looked at Dropbox. All right. So considering, I think the biggest uses for this are on receiving documents, and come here, my Dropbox, so I can put that packing list and whatever else right here. By the way, my documents do not need to be PDF. They can be JPEGs, they can be Excel files, they can be anything you would normally put into Dropbox. So, have a list of suggested uses for the different Dropbox one, and one that's not on here that a client suggested was they take a picture of their package shipment and tie it to the shipping document in case the receiving customer on the other end says they didn't get everything. They have proof that they sent it. So we have some master files. The company master file, I'm thinking that there's probably a business license or certification you might have to send often to other people. Might be something there, or maybe your logos, art. Under the customer master file, the customer's contract, the dealer contract, the distributor, customer, maybe a service or warranty agreement, and customer resale certificate. Vendor, we can keep a vendor contract, we can keep their ISO certification. Under part, and we can have all of our engineering documentation, and we can have our inspection documents and our inspection requirements all stored there. Product, I would have packaging configurations. The list goes on. So in sales orders, we have the customer PO, any special specifications from the customer, instructions, purchasing, receiving, transfer orders. The list goes on. So it's a great little add-on, and we would be happy to take that order for you. Okay, I've unmuted everybody, so if you want to unmute yourself and make a comment or ask a question, that'd be great.
This document that you have, the Word document that has all the suggestions, is that something you'll make available to us?
I certainly can. We know how to email.
Thank you.
But I'd be happy to take other ideas. I mean, I went through my imagination, but I'm not perfect. In general, do you feel like this is something that would be helpful in this remote work?
We actually use this, but I wanted to see if maybe there were some places that we could use it further. One of the things that we do when we package a shipment is we take photographs of the shipment and put it in the Dropbox, so that when a customer says, I didn't receive X, we have the photos readily available, easy to find, and they're right there on the shipment. So that's one way that we use it, but there are many ways that we haven't considered, and that's why I wanted to sit in today.
Okay, so one of my clients responded to the email. He's actually a consultant, and our mutual client is going off to a bigger and better thing. They're Health Aid Kombucha, and he made the comment that this works really well in conjunction with an Android tablet and a camera, so that you can take pictures of the documents, you can take pictures of your shipments, and store them immediately into Fishbowl. So Sally looks unmuted. Sally?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm trying to figure out if we could attach food safety documents to a particular tag in inventory. And it doesn't look like that from the list.
But if we have a food safety document, is it based upon the component at the moment of receipt, or is it based upon the results of a manufacturing order?
It would be based on, it could be either, but it would be associated with a lot number. But because you might have, I want to know if there's a way to determine if the inventory you're currently selling is, which food safety document, without going back through the receipts and checking your inventory against it.
Okay, well, the moment of time that lot numbers are assigned are in receiving and at the closing of the manufacturing order / work order.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a correlation between your food safety document and your manufacturing order, you should be able to find that fairly quickly. And then we have the traceability reports in Fishbowl as well. So how often do we have to pull up that food safety document?
It would be, I mean, it could be whenever a customer requests it for a particular lot.
Okay.
So if there's a way for it to be attached to inventory in Fishbowl, that would simplify the process.
Not one of my choices.
Right. Okay.
I can tie it to the manufacturing order and I can tie it to the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
But individual tags in inventory. But the answer is no. I tested that last night. So, but we can say, idea for Fishbowl development. We would like to be able to attach documents to a inventory tag and specific lot number in the inventory module. So
right.
we will send them that little snippet of webinar.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
How, let's see, how would you, say you were using it and using Fishbowl, and then you decided to switch to another program, can you download all of your documents from Dropbox so you don't lose them?
I would hope so.
I can answer that one.
Oh, you can. Great.
Yes. The Dropbox is just like a normal Dropbox. You can log into it over the web and have access to all of your files. In fact, I was really impressed with how elegantly they file them away by the different order numbers and such. So it makes it real easy to navigate. It's worthwhile to log in on the web access just to take a look to see what it is doing. But yes, you have access to all of those outside of Fishbowl.
Thank
Great,
you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So I'm going to, do we have questions about Fishbowl other than Dropbox? I can do a few minutes of those too.
Do you, can you set a default carrier for, like, so that when you make a new customer, it defaults to something besides will call?
Yes, right here. So here I've got my customer, and it allows me to set up their default.
Uh-huh.
But over here in setup, I can have something else be the default.
Okay. And
All right.
how, where is that?
Ah, here, right here. Under company
it's in
details,
detail.
I can select my default carrier right here.
Okay, thank you.
we normally use UPS for 99% of our stuff. If you change that default here, it'll carry through every new customer.
Okay.
All right. Next. So is everybody going to run out and buy Dropbox?
I have another question.
Go for it.
Let's see. So we are trying to figure out how to not accidentally pull inventory from pick spots that are quarantine or saved for a particular customer or some other thing. And we've got separate location groups for those kinds of things. And we were considering restricting picking to the location that the sales order is issued from, but I don't know what things that will cause.
Okay, so in reality, the setup here, that the location group level, I don't have a way of locking a location group.
Right.
Other than just change permissions so whether or not somebody can even see it. But right here under location, within a group, I have the ability to make it not available for sale and not pickable.
Right. We want them to be pickable for some transactions, but not for others. Like we want them to be pickable on a transfer order, but not on a sales order.
Well, then you're going to probably do a move them out of that location into another location that is pickable.
So if you restrict the picking to the location that the sales order is issued in, I think that would do it. I just don't know what unintended consequences it'll have. Like I think in the picking module, there's a module option.
Okay. Here's our module options.
Right. So allow picking. So if you uncheck that, so one question I have is that across the, is that for all users or is it per user?
It's for all users.
Okay.
So what you're doing, if I uncheck that, then I would go back into my user setup. All right. And I would specify which location groups that person is a member of.
Right.
So if I do not want David to pick from anything except Los Angeles, I can do that by restricting his ability to pick anything other than what's in LA. Okay. Well, this is going to be short and sweet. We are, of course, selling the Dropbox plugin, on behalf of Fishbowl. So if you're interested, let us know, and we'll be happy to place that order for you. Thank you very much for viewing this video. And we at Terabyte Solutions are a full-service Fishbowl support firm. So we would like to help you with your Fishbowl issues. Give us a ring at 949-645-1019, and we will be happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye.